very warm hello to all you beautiful souls. You're listening to me, Preetivora, a tarot card reader and an emotional health advisor. And today, my video is on the topic of toxic people. So, I'm going to share with you various signs for you to identify if you are dealing with a toxic person or a set of toxic people in your life. Perhaps you have experienced having that one friend who, when things going good in your life, all's well in your life, makes you feel that you're still not good enough. They point out your flaws and instead of actually applauding and affirming your success. Or you might have a partner or a family member who makes you feel guilty about the things in your life while they are struggling with their own success because they claim to be victims of a world that doesn't give them any kind of a break. They do not like your success, your peace, and your happiness. Toxic people are harmful to one's health, not only emotionally but physically too. So if you are in a relationship or you're surrounded by negative toxic people, it increases your risk of having heart diseases, diabetes, and metabolism issues. Some people probably become toxic as a result of their own experiences in life. For example, they might have been raised in a dysfunctional household, had a troubled childhood, and thus would not have been ever taught to handle their emotions in a healthy way. So, of course, we do not put down any person who is toxic, but it's about finding out what they have experienced in life and helping them heal. But regardless of the source of their own negative behavior, it affects it affects people around, and you can be a target if you're surrounded by them. So although completely cutting off all communication with them is the simplest solution to avoid negative toxic people, but of course that's not always possible, especially when they are your loved ones and a part of your family. Let's look at the signs for you to identify how or who is a toxic person in your life. So the first thing, what do toxic people do? They love the blame game. You or others are always blamed for any kind of negative feeling or situation in their life. You'll often find yourself on the defense mode without even understanding why are you being blamed for anything. But it's nothing about you, it's about them. They enjoy the blame game. They will always tell you that you are wrong, and they are right all the time. When someone in your life does not just admit to mistakes and insist that you are wrong all the time, and they go to extremes of challenging your memories, then please know that you are in a toxic relationship. Because toxic people do not readily admit their mistakes. They have either misunderstood, miscalculated something, or misspoken something, but they will not really admit it. Also, they do not give you space. So it does not matter if you requested them or if you voice them out that please stop behaving in a particular way, I'm not really liking it. Toxic people will only expect you to come through for them regardless of the time of the day, regardless of what personal work you are in or what your situations are. It's very, very impossible to build a very positive, supportive relationship with people who are toxic. So they are, in fact, very habituated to lying, constant lying. They are very habituated that they cook up stories. They will cook up something, and this reason again is because they are so low in their self-esteem that they just try to give themselves more important and boost their confidence by getting things their way. And trust me, they're not even sorry if they are wrong, Toxic people, they do not apologize. On instances that they will ever apologize, it is usually a calculated move to manipulate you so that eventually you give in to their demands and they get what they want. They always feel that they have to be right no matter what, and they will twist information in order to prove themselves right and blame you and put you in the wrong spot. They are sheer manipulators. They adopt to strategies to gain sympathy and attention. And toxic people can always find someone else to blame for their problems. If nothing's going wrong right in their life, they will find somebody else who's supposed to be blamed. If they have missed any kind of deadline, they will say, you didn't remind me, that's the reason I have missed the deadline. So they will always find someone else to blame for all the wrong that's happening with them. Bad things happen to everyone at some point or the other. However, toxic people are very, very happy to blame someone else, and they never take responsibility and ownership of what they do. And toxic people are also, very sarcastic. They only communicate with sarcasm. That they can't see that, how much damage they are doing. When called out, a toxic person often responds to accusation of being hurt, that, I reacted this way because I was angry. You hurt me, and so this was my reaction. Every action has a reaction. So this is what toxic people do. For even their wrongful acts, they will blame somebody else. Then toxic people, they act bored. They are attention seekers. They will change conversation topics when you are talking. They really do not want to listen to you. So rather than listening to what you have to say, they will try to bring up topics which are of interest to them. So they will be completely uninterested in what you have to say, but they will turn the conversation back to something that relates to them instead of trying to understand what you are saying. So they are very poor listeners. Another thing is toxic people fake your welfare. They pretend that I love you, I care for you. But no, it's just about they are planning and plotting against you. They make you feel that they care for you, especially when you're beginning to sense that okay, things are not going well. They will suddenly flip to a character that's going to be extremely loving and completely in your favor. But this is their calculated attempt so that they don't lose you and get you back in the relationship with them, because the moment they feel they're getting out of control, they can't deal with it. So you will notice them often being very critical. They are very habituated to putting other people down. If you are with someone who's constantly talking ill about you or people around, there are very high chances that behind your back they might be putting you down too. Toxic people like to harp on the weaknesses that they see in others, because this in turn boosts their own self-esteem. They make you feel that everything you say or do is met with an argument. They will constantly argue. Being around them, you will feel your energy is getting drained out only by arguing and discussing. So they make you feel defensive about your own decisions. Everything you say or do is met with an argument. You say something, there's an argument that strikes. Their energies are negative. They drag you into stressful conversations. The criticisms and sarcasm that's directed to you can eventually start taking a toll on your health. So you start feeling like you are not worthy enough, and you are really not up to the mark, and they will make you feel very, very exhausted and drained out of energy whenever you converse with them. And their behaviors are often inconsistent, so nothing is stable with them. Their opinions differ. Their preferences, their plans. Today they want to go one place, tomorrow they will dislike the place and go somewhere else. And they keep fluctuating with their attitude. They will be cranky, seeking your attention all the time. And they will look for ways that you should take efforts to make them happy. They would not work on their own self, but rather expect you to do things for them, to make them happy, to bring them joy. And they are not at all interested in what is important to you. Instead, they will find a reason or a way that the good that is happening to you should go away too. So if you're happy with a promotion or something, they'll say, what promotion? It's only an increase of your workload. They won't look at good of things. And talking about good things happening in your life will actually take away the spotlight from them. So they are no longer in the good space, right? It's you. And that's it. They'll start finding faults, and because they feel extremely inferior, and they just want people to be lower to them. They do not like people who are growing, prospering. A toxic person will gossip and talk behind your back. Okay, for them, everyone else is pathetically awful and lacking in some way or the other, and they are the best. They will even take credit for someone else's accomplishments because they need validation to feel like they are so much better than others. They are only takers. So as long as you're able to give them, they will take your time, your possession, your attention, your love, everything. They only know to take, and take. And this is a form of manipulation because relationships are always about give and take and not just about you giving and the negative toxic people taking. So thus, such relationships are imbalanced and do not really serve healthy. It's very important that if you come across a toxic person in your life, you need to help them channelize and help them work on themselves. It won't probably be easy with you, but yes, there are a lot of professionals out there who can intervene and help them stabilize and be better. In my upcoming video, I will also share with you what you can do to ensure that you are healthy, sane, and positive while you're being surrounded with toxic people. Till then, stay blessed, stay healthy, stay happy, stay in love, and do like and subscribe to my channel. Do share this video for people whom you think need attention to toxic relationships. And if you have anything for me to know, or you need any help from me, have any questions for me, feel free to write into me. The details are given in the description box below.